and I promise you, we're getting there. We're getting to the main event, inshallah. Just hang on with me. Next, we have Dr. Ahmed Naguib, who is a leader and researcher in education and systems transformation. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you all. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Wow, man. There's a camera and everything. It's incredible to look around the room, see so many faces that I grew up with, faces that helped raise me, but also so many faces I don't know, right? A diverse array of spaces. Look around the room, you're gonna see Muslims of all walks of life and kind, non-Muslims in this space, right? And this is the type of coalition we need to build. I consider myself a scholar of the lineages of Malcolm and Martin and Fred Hampton and Kwame Ture and the people who have fought for liberation in this country from the beginning. As an immigrant to this country, I benefit directly from the imperial capitalist empire that is the United States. We benefit directly from that every single day and materially. And so I have a message for those who are telling you that voting for the lesser of two evils will make your life better for just 4 more years and that Trump will embolden the racists. I ask you, are you willing for your small amount of comfort to watch millions die? So tell them that their material suffering for the next 4 years, if Trump is elected, because y'all making an assumption that Dr. Stein and Dr. Ware are not going to win, and I would like us to challenge that. That is learning and socialization telling us that a third party, a third candidate, an independent voice could not take hold and lead with the power of the people. But the truth is, we have Gazans to thank for waking us up. The blindfold has been lifted from my community. We see finally that we have been the meal on the table. That democratic virtues were never democratic. We don't live in duopoly, we live in an oligarchy. We live in a one-party system run by capital interests. And we have a theater of political stage sitting in front of you trying to convince you constantly to give up your vote, to give up your freedom, your agency. Dr. Ware said something at the table, and like you said, we come up here and we just say what comes to us. No material suffering is going to change the hearts and minds of people in our society. No people can change themselves. Allah will not change your society and yourself until you change yourself, until you give up your comfort. So if my vote for Dr. Stein and Dr. Ware results in a Trump presidency, I know what my plan is. It's the same plan for the last 15, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80, 500 years of white supremacy. We fight. We are going to keep fighting because today is not just about Gaza. Today is about everybody who's sleeping in the streets and has no place to sleep. Every mouth that is hungry, every dead child in Sudan who's being used to mine cobalt. Every single person in this globe is impacted by your comfort, by your privilege, by your home, by your check. And see, I'm saying this in this room because I'm not amongst white people. We don't have the white privilege to say, oh, well, I got white privilege. But you have the privilege of being an American. You have the privilege of living in this capital empire and watching our siblings get burned to death across the world. And to be told that because your grocery prices are more expensive, you should let them suffer. At the end of our days, when we are asked, my wife reminded me of this earlier, Our body parts will speak on our behalf. Our tongue, our feet, our hands. And on that day, when your hand speaks on your behalf, is it going to say that you voted with your conscience? That you acted with your conscience? That in a bit, we're going to get to the main event, and then in a bit, that you gave from your wallet with your conscience? Some people are going to tell you that you cannot win this election. Those people are mistaken about what this election is about. If you keep making every election about a single victory, you end up losing every election, even if you win. If you leave this room and go, man, I really hope Dr. Stein and Dr. Ware win, and we get to November 6th, and the results are not what we wanted, and you go back to your comfort, you lock your doors, you pick up your books, you pick up your mushaf, and you sit in your home and do the same thing we've been doing for the last 10 years. The Ghazan blood is just as much on your hands. So tonight isn't just about electing Dr. Stein and Dr. Ware. It's about changing the narrative of our political machine that is, like Sister Bellu just said, working as it should. Make no mistake, you have been the meal on the table since day one. Since day one. They brought you here to be the meal. They brought you here to fund their capitalist empire. And we are so close to the core, we can't even see it. So tonight when we leave here, tell your friends, tell the people around you, our vote in the ballot box is only as strong as its weight, as the sheer number of people and force that comes to the ballot box with it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for opening your wallets later tonight. And thank you for taking on the mental and spiritual exercise that it takes to challenge the socialization that is the white capitalist imperialist system of America. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Ahmed, for those inspirations.